Echo. Добре, това работи. As promised, we're going to stream some IS after all the suffering I went through playing H12. I don't have any particular goal in mind. I'll just play some games and see what I get. A random squad as always. It's a bit suicidal, but otherwise I get bored playing with sniper and caster every single time. Ooh, this is a kind of terrible starting squad. I think I need Vigna for the damage. I'm pretty sure this will just die to symbiosis. Let's find out. Do I go with slightly more damage? Yeah, 35% attack. Never mind. Hello, Night Sky. We're streaming Kaya's games with no particular goal in mind at the end of the year. And you get to see me die on the first stage in IS. The risks of playing random squad, I guess. We'll deploy Vigna later. Hopefully we can preserve her health a bit. That's kind of lucky, but 20% attack won't help much this early. Oh, I'll have enough lives to not die on the first stage. That's nice. And this is why you shouldn't play random squads like me. It's very unhealthy. I don't feel like resetting. We'll just play through with one life. Oh, we'll have 2 lives. That's more than I expected. Standard symbiosis start. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure there is no other stage that can outright kill me on the first floor now. May is the best pick because I need stuns. And we'll go with Otter. This is safe, yeah. Uh, Normal IS3 experience if you're playing with random squad. If I wasn't streaming, I would have just reset on that squad. Supporter plus Vanguard is really bad. Yeah, this is safe. We have enough bodies for it. We're not actually trying to get the fourth ending, so I have no reason to do the encounter. And Totter will kill almost everything. Yeah, I like playing with random squad. Sometimes you just have to wait 30 seconds before you can actually start playing. At least when you're playing with 4 stars. Because you can get some combinations that just die. Hello, Moon. Yay for Totor. Makes this stage easy. And now we just save the skill for the last wave. 28 enemies means there's no duck or bear. I always ignore the dog. Force of habit. If I get bored with IS3, I'll switch and play IS2 a bit. Try to get the fourth ending, which will never, never happen. Time for the skill. Hello, Ishmael. Yeah, the Damazti traumatizes me, and I'm not going to be doing tryharding stuff for a bit. Honestly, there's just a few other kinds of videos I wanna do. What's my favorite 4-star? I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, considering how many quartz videos I have. She corroded my brain, or he, whatever. Hurt my brain so much I'm just going to skip the HE event entirely. Also, it's a pain in the ass and I don't want to play it, but it reminds me too much of Chapter 12 with all the minus DP bullshit. Yeah, I actually like doing voice content too. I have a few ideas for some voice videos I wanted to do anyway, so I'll focus on that on the next few weeks. Because I have like 5 different how finished scripts that I haven't bothered to edit together, and I want to finally make them into videos. Is it Roberto? Oh, it's click. I don't remember. I think 38 enemies should mean there's a duck or bear. I haven't played the EX stages. Oh, the event's called Hortus. Good to know. I haven't bothered to play them at all. I think I've played them on CN because I remember most of them, but I haven't cleared them on EN at all. Go away, Damazti. You're not allowed here. This is a safe space. Should probably eat the explosion. One is fine, yeah, and just block the other one. Yay, free duck. Totter is so helpful for all of the extra item spawns. He hits from so far away and he does so much single target damage, and they're always alone. This is one of those items that I'm not sure if it's useless or great. And like the effect itself is great, but it's kind of minor. I'm leaning more towards great, but I'd need a lot of games to actually tell if it makes a meaningful difference. In the first place on difficulty 15, which is what we're playing right now, enemies get movement speed anyway. If the movement speed debuff applies after that, it might not reduce it by more than what they normally start with on lower difficulties. Upgrade click, of course. Yeah, let's get more bodies, because we're gonna get debuffed. And the stun is pretty good for Stingrays, so get that. I've been staring at Damazti for 5 days. There's no escape in my mind. When I close my eyes, I see Damazti. It doesn't matter if it's in chat or not. Is it worth going for the item? Yeah, we have the emergency to counteract this one, so we get more value. I haven't had a sleep paralysis episode with Damazti yet, but I do actually get sleep paralysis fairly often. To the point where it's more annoying because rather than scary, because I know what's happening. So I'm just like, come on, get this over with already. I will tell you if I get one with Damazti though. Oops, misclick. I have no idea how to pronounce the name anyway, so I'll just say whatever sounds right. Why did they deploy the medic after the thing with defense? Oh, it won't matter much, but weird choice. Have a bit more defense, please. Stun bomb here. I think it's more that when the flag spawned, they had enough damage to go through the defense. But the blade is definitely one of the more harmless debuffs. The freeze is much more annoying, I think. Well, the freeze depends on what operator it lands on. If it lands on something that you want to drop on the enemy, it's going to make you sad. Yeah, let's burn down the key. Ooh, this is an extremely useful item, and if you get it, you're never going to see a shop again until the end of the game. Don't want to spend the one hope. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. I forgot I haven't used the key yet. Let's get the hope instead. Okay, I don't need to add any more bodies. Don't need Myrtle. I'm removing unnecessary bodies because they just waste the blade dance debuff. It's a force of habit. Tends to be useful on harder stages. You can just sit there and you can go kill the caster. Oh yeah, bleed debuff. I forgot. Talking is hard. Heal him once so he doesn't die. Okay, like so. Because we don't want to accidentally kill the spiders, we'll block them with Roberta later. 27 enemies means there's no Duck or Bear. Totter kills all the spiders here, so we just need to make sure to land the heal on Vigna. Yeah, actually I need to wait for a medic. Because I'm pretty sure Roberta would die on her own. No need to heal this. High PPLTN. Okay, we're almost done with the boring stages. What do you mean CC2 will be DP teamed? Isn't every TC DP teamed? I think only CC3 didn't have any DP debuff. Or do you mean it's just gonna spam a bunch of enemies that reduce DP? They're not too dangerous in CC, since if you don't have any DP in the first place, they don't do anything. And you can just use all of your DP as they come. Wait, what stage am I even playing? Oh, this thing. This is probably my favorite stage on the second floor. I'm not doing ending 4 runs, no, I'm just playing for the sake of it. I've already done ending 4, and I'm not doing it on difficulty 15. That would take 50 years. If I happen to get it, that's great, but I'm not actively trying for it. Yeah, that's fine. You can die to the emergency omen on difficulty 15 pretty easily. If you don't have the damage to kill these things, you can't deploy melee operators and then you just die. Uh, so it's a bit more dangerous than the other ones. Actually, the stage that can most frequently kill me on the second floor is the one with the slug spams. Because if I just get a bunch of ranged operators, I have nothing to block them with. And then I just die. The reason I actually like Omen is because it's short. It doesn't take 3 minutes like some other stage on this floor. No, even less movement speed or uh, buffs for operators I don't use. Less movement speed for enemies. I kind of want to reroll, but I also don't have items. Screw it. This item isn't that good anyway. Give me something else. Oh, this is better. Roberto get a lot of attack speed now because of the bleed debuff. Civilians in CC would be kind of funny. There's going to be a reason that make them stay unreviewed for 50 years. So you never get any DP. It's also kind of a buff because the enemies that damage you will stay unreviewed for 50 years, but you also won't have any DP. I think that would be a fun risk. Will Vortex kill me? Probably yes, but I want to get the regional commissions because I get a double buff from it. Is there anything useful I can add here? Because I don't want these people eating the debuff. Actually, I don't want Roberta eating it either. She can go away. Can I skip Perfumer so I can guarantee that the buff one's on something that's actually useful? I guess I better not. Because if the buff lands on Vigna, I can do it. And I don't think I can clear the map with just an E1 Toter and click. I'm removing all of the medics and defenders because they can't out-heal the throwers anyway. So they're just going to be useless. And they don't do damage, so they don't help clearing the stupid fish. Yay, Toter got it. That's the best possible option. We have the stun bombs too, so there shouldn't be any leaks. And it's done. About now. Yay for stun bombs. They saw everything. Both supporters and defenders are useless for 4 stars. Mm, I guess at this point I'll take any source of damage I can get. By the way, if you click this, you have a chance to get the item that takes your lives away. So beware clicking it if you don't want to get that item. Ooh, my Zero Hope Defender gets a buff for 15 seconds. How useful. This isn't going to happen, so we have to take the second one. Yep, stun bombs are by far the best. Nothing else is even worth looking at if they're available. Don't need squad size. Lives are probably the most reasonable option. Don't need dice. So we'll P2 Totter, obviously. I need damage after all. Buff for specialists or casters at the cost of 1 life. I mean, on one hand, I'm losing a third of my life to do this. On the other, I need more damage. Yay, 3% extra damage for click. Amazing. So we have 3 options. This is annoying, but depends. If I have a defender with 700 def, it's doable. Not anywhere close. Happy New Year. Though it's about 11 hours more for me. This is not a good idea. Nah, never mind. I have a normal medic. So I can get Totter here and he can shoot everything. So this is the easiest one. This one is too boring and I don't want to do it. So is there a way to do this stage? I can have Totter kill everything here, so the only real thing left are the throwers. If I had a defender instead of Pudenko, that would be a win. I could use... Okay, let's see if Roberta is a real operator. We're going to try it. With 2 medics we might be able to hold, and Roberta devices. Totter basically solves all of the spiders, for the most part. I think I'll just die. Anyway, but this squad will just die to the boss, so we might as well do the emergency. Deploying riot guards would be awesome. By the way, the deep investigations on IS4 had a really awesome option where you can deploy various towers, like the ones that shoot from TW. Uh, had 900 defense before being deployed. So I want both medics and this guy, so I'm just wondering where to spread out all of my shit. Okay, clean out the wolves faster, because his defense is about to run out. Yeah, good enough. Uh, yep, obviously. That was a terrible place to use Perfumer on. Yeah, I mean the gramophone things. I don't remember what they were called. The the deep investigations gave you a tower that you can deploy. You can pick between several different ones. Okay, so make sure we have something to kill the wraiths. We might kind of die to spiders, but we'll worry about that later. They're not an immediate threat, because they walk around so slowly. And Pudenku can debuff them with this too. Well, Kliko just kill herself in the spiders before that, but details. Ew, that's a lot of damage. I'm not sure they're going to do that much to this guy. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, it was a kind of a lot. Dice somewhere. I think Vigna hits it in time. Dead. And just delay the spiders a bit. Yay for the Zero Hope Defender guy. He carried. I don't think that spider hits Totter, but it might be because it's kind of down. Guess not. Defender guy carried. More money. Jaya is kind of forced when I'm playing on difficulty 15 for the boss stages. Yeah, that guy needs to go on paid leave. He is not getting any breaks though. I'm pretty sure this stage will kill me, so we won't get to see what the boss stage is. Oh yeah, I can check it beforehand. Let's go and see. Hmm. Yeah, it should be doable. Yeah, IS4 has a mechanic where you can summon shield guards to help. IS4 has by far the best mechanic of any IS event, by the way. We're going to get it soon. and I'll play the crap out of it when it comes to Ian. I've already kind of played it a lot on CN as well, but I tend to lag out of the game on CN, which is why I don't bother streaming it or making longer videos on it. Click is on truck killing duty. Yeah, we're gonna need to block. I think IS-4 is a bit easier than IS-3. It still has stages that can outright kill you at the start. Kill the truck and stun all the slugs while we're waiting for the truck to die. We'll die anyway. That's my usual expectation on this stage. I don't need to block there. Okay, so that's one block, one block, one block, zero block. So we should have enough block for everything on this end. We kind of ran out of block there. Hey, GG. Oh yeah, I forgot IS-4 even changed how collectibles work on different difficulties. It's just awesome. Anyway, yeah, anyway, I was dead on this stage. This is the hardest stage on floor 3. It should be more like floor 5 or something. And there's stages on floor 5 that you can do on floor 3. IS-3 has really fucked up difficulty. With what stages you get? 1 extra life. Ooh, this is even worse random start. So, do I take Jaya and then leak and die? Or do I take something show and die to stages that aren't symbiosis? I'm going to gamble that the first stage is symbiosis. The correct start here is to take Deep Cover instead of Pudenko, by the way, and use a Zero Hope Medic. That way, Deep Cover plus Jaya can clear any of the starting stages. Oh, well, was for me. It isn't symbiosis. The reason I took show was so I can push things down the hole on symbiosis. I can still clear this stage, obviously, because it's the bug stage, there is nothing on it. $37, so no the Corber. Might as well kill the other Exploder. The reason I took Show was because Symbiosis has a hole here, and if you put Show here on Symbiosis, you can eat everything in the hole and actually survive that one. Jaya only has one block, so he would leak. Oh, you mean about the push? Yeah, that's just how S1 pushes work. Think of it like they make a small AoE that pushes, so they can push stuff that aren't in their range. Never. The total soul was the only soul I'm doing. Oops. I forgot to kill the bugs with Pudenko. I put her there to kill the spiders in particular. She should have just been next to Shaw. Oh, I got one of the best items in the game. Very nice. E2 Perfumer to conserve hope for other recruits. Can I do Sniper without leaking? I don't think so. Almost every 4-star can sew IS-3 because this item is extremely stupid. You just need to row gacha long enough, but pretty much any E2 operator can sew. I'm pretty sure you can sew with Cruise as well. You just need to reroll 50 times until you get good items and good stages. Skipping the emergency stages makes me sad. Maybe I'll take a real starting squad next time. Yeah, it stacks with Blade Dance. And it gives you a ridiculously stupid buff. Though this item on its own is much stronger than Blade Dance. By the end of the game, it's something like 300-400% attack. I think overall I enjoyed IS-2 more than I enjoy IS-3. But I like that they're experimenting with new stuff on each one, and they don't just keep making a slightly different one with a few changes, like they do with CC. I should probably use a Rio operator. Dice might not have been necessary. I'm not really counting the deep investigations as a soul. Some of them are meant for that, and they're not as interesting. I kind of forgot if I had a caster or not. Spending the hope is fine. I'm happy they dumped the golden chalice. It's a kind of stupid item. Because you sort of have to win if you have it. Honestly, they should get rid of the 5 ASPD per 5 ingot sting as well. This one is less annoying. My favorite item is from IS-4 though. It's the one that buffs operators' attack based on how many other operators are deployed next to them. It's a lot more fun to use because you need to plan around how you deploy stuff. What's my favorite boss? Hmm, I have no idea. Let me think on that for a second. One tile down, so click can actually hit them. So my favorite chapter is by far chapter 9, and I think Mandra is a fine boss. But she's not all that interesting. She's a stat stick with one or two mechanics. Damazti is by far the most complicated boss that takes the most work to fight. So she kind of has that going for them. But I kind of despise her for unrelated reasons. Not sure why I keep saying her. Force of habit. We'll stick with it. Or he. What's an enlightenment? We have a medic, so hard defender. Oh, enlightenments are the buffs you get the 100 hope, so that's what they're called. Yeah, Sargon is the only one I like. The other ones are really situational. The other one that I like after that is the one that gives you... I wonder how close to solving this stage Shao gets. I know spiders hit her when they fall in the hole though. So not very, would be my guess. Anyway, the other buff that I really like is the one that gives you 50 HP again on the operator with the lowest health. That's extremely useful. "28 enemies" meant there's a duck, right? I'm impressed you know all their names if you're not using the wiki, by the way. I have no idea what they're called, other than the Sargon one. Mostly because I never see them. Yeah, the extra hope is the most useless one to me, because I don't need hope. So when I get that one, I'm just for the useless buff. Stay still for a bit. Oh damn, the casters are so fat. The game crashed. That's unfortunate. Feel free to spam the email you see. I don't read that email anyway. I don't get crashes that often. So that was kind of surprising. Okay, let's do one run of IS2 for variety's sake. Mostly because I want to use Spearhead. Hooray for money. It's an awful idea to go at random squad here. I'll do it anyway. But you should... But it's absolutely not worth it. I kind of want to try Hummus, but I also think that will kill me. Because he needs some items to actually work. And I still don't have his model because he's at like 95% trust. Nah, screw it. And we need... Susuru's probably the best option. So if I get an emergency stage, I don't just outright die to it. This would have been a kind of bad random squad for IS3, by the way. I'd like to avoid getting defenders or medics early. Snipers and casters are all I want in IS3, to be honest. Yeah, it's because I don't farm. I'm really lazy with trust because I don't even bother farming properly. Doesn't Humus just sow this? Because nothing can really damage him. 44 enemies meant no bear. Yeah, good for you, Keder, but I've never gotten the fourth ending now, have I? So I have reasons to touch it. I have about 1 billion attempts at getting the fourth ending, and either it spawns on the second floor and kills me, or I never even see it. You're saying that I should just leave them at the base, implying that I actually check my base. Like, I don't actually need mats for anything because I need to build an operator once every 4 months. So I check my base once a week. When I click it on accident. My operators don't get trust from base. Yeah, the fourth ending is Puppet Master. I've actually seen the fight once, if you can believe that. Back when Wu Xiaohei released on EN. I actually got a run that got to it and then died because I had no idea what the boss did. Playwright is the fourth ending, the Puppet Master is the third. Yay, free emergency stage. Anything that shoots up. I don't think there's an emergency that will kill me. So I guess I go down. Okay, so we have the artillery and we have a medic. We have the stupid dog stage and we have Susuru. So that's counted. Yeah, there shouldn't be any emergency that kills me, as far as I know. So was this the third ending or the fourth ending? Okay, this was the third ending, so we don't want it. Phantom is a way better boss, yeah. Haimo, uh, Haimor is kind of annoying to fight with all the attack speed debuffs. Also, the music doesn't merit comparison between IS2 and IS3. That's probably IS3 biggest weakness. Okay, so the main question here is what the hell do I use Humus for? Since what we'll basically do is this setup. Oh yeah, I could have just had Durnar at the corner. I'm stupid. Well, I'll sporadically drop him on the caster to do some damage there. No, no, I'm definitely going to get the fourth ending on the second floor and die. I know how this goes. Hooray for silence, reducing the death reduction. Drop Humus some more. Oh damn, the boxers do so much damage. I wonder if the red ones can kill through Susuru. I guess we're about to find out. Nah, we're fine. Why do you hate the Phantom fight? In particular, it's one of the few fights I actually really like a lot. It's a complicated with a bunch of different threats. Hooray! No leaks. Though it's fine to leak this thing, because we have shield health. And shield health in IS2 is broken. Oh, in the Phantom fight, the casters aren't much of a problem. You just point a sniper at them and they all die before they do anything. So we already have 2 melee operators, so I can afford to get Myrtle and skip the Vigna pick. Ooh, so many good things. It's a pity I don't have enough money for all of them. But let's take what's immediately useful. And I like Indigo the best. And yeah, we'll take the sniper damage for later. Happy New Year, Nico. Really? I hate the IS4 and boss the most out of all of them. You just block him and the stage is over. It's so stupid. Eh, I'm close enough to death as it is. And 18 got isn't that much. I think the only second ending boss I like is actually the bear, because it's really dangerous, but it's not just annoying to fight like the 90s. Oh yeah, this was the split stage. Totally forgot what the stage was. You might do clear all of the endings on IS4 if you like it. It has by far the best system for alternate endings. Basically, you get guaranteed node spawns that gives you certain endings. So you can always get whatever ending you want. It's not RNG anymore. Yeah, yeah, I totally forgot Crown Slayer even existed. Whoa. This stage was always 26, so no Duck or Bear. Yeah, IS4 has no ending RNG. Well, you can still die, because if you take those notes, you're skipping a combat note, so you lose a bit of power from it. But other than that, there's not really any RNG in the ending. It's great. Yeah, chests are friendly in IS2. Two block, yay. So basically, let me just think for a bit. Can I actually kill the stupid encounter with this? Okay, so let's see if we get ending 4 then. We do not, so moot point. I really like this tablet, but I need a 2 hope. Otherwise I'll be forced to take another 0 hope. Useless. Indigo benefits more from E2 than Pudenku. I really don't like taking so many encounters. With 4 stars you need a lot of operators, so fights are just more valuable than encounters. But we are technically trying to do. Oh yes, let's get rid of the hope. No, it is a gacha game. Even though I know it's a bad choice, let's do it anyway. Yay! Now, do I remember how not to die to this stage? So, Durnor can basically soul lane. I hate not being in full screen. And Hummus will need... Help on his end. How long does this thing live? Long enough. Okay, so set up like this. I'm just trying to get Durnar out. Yeah, there we go. Don't need Myrtle for the rest. Indigo had to be before Hummus on the bottom, so she doesn't get hit by archers and whatnot. We might still die to this stage though. We'll see. Can Myrtle just beat him to death? Probably not. Oh, I'm going to need to use... And that. Too hard. Okay, if I'm actually trying to do the fourth ending, maybe I should try hard a bit and actually start with a useful squad. That means Pinecone, if you were wondering. Same start. Losing one hope is worth. All the best next year to you too. Yeah, it's kind of true that you can get that stage on the second floor. Now let's go with click. I always use Indigo. What the hell was this? Oh, this stage. Haven't played IS2 in too long. After this run, I'm going back to IS3. Though it will probably last a bit longer, because Pinecone. Can you survive a turf hit? Yeah, you're fine. Avoiding the annoying sound. That's because I don't really stream. I just do it on rare occasions. I think 4 stars are pretty trivial as an issue already, at least a T2, so there's not much risk of that. Don't elemental damage dealers all do something different, depending on whatever elemental damage they do, or do they all have the same effect? I don't care about 6 stars, so I've never checked how they actually work. If 4 stars get an elemental damage dealer, it would probably cause the enemy to take 100 damage and then give 50 defense to operators adjacent to them. Yeah, let's go with the dude. This is more worth it because I might get something I can't use with one hope. Pinecone E2 isn't as important. She's fine at T1. This is a free win because of the medic. Yeah, but if a 4-star gets an elemental damage buff, it will do something else. Oh yeah, it's a E2 Pinecone. Wait, why am I thinking about killing Pinecone? Oh yeah, because she'll die to the spider otherwise. I'll just use the range extension. It's fine. I didn't need to heal Pinecone in the first place, because I could just do this. Wait until the spider is out of range and then block it. How would the verdant level elemental damage even work? So his skill 1 will give him plus 15 attack, and his skill 2 will do what? Kill himself if he procs an elemental debuff twice in 2 minutes. You're assuming that 4 stars will get the same effect. That isn't always the case. They'll probably add a different type of elemental debuff. What's the point of having elemental damage if it's all going to be the same for every operator? Happy New Year and bye. Don't think I kill it here. We'll try to get a spot dodge. Or did it whoop twice? Oh yeah, it whooped twice. Free kill then. Yeah, it's pretty much of an end of the year stream. Though the end of the year is over 10 hours away from me. And I probably won't be streaming all day. That was a really good how. I don't like click in IS3. Click is forced in IS3 because I need stuns to kill the stingrays, and Mei and Click are the only semi-reliable stuns I have. I don't use her because I want to, I use her because I have to. I'm not grinding anything at the moment. I finished H2 of 1, H2 of 2, H2 of 3, and I'm pretty sure I cannot lower the operators on H2 of 4. But I won't touch it for at least a month in any case. Was this an emergency stage or a normal stage? I kinda forgot. Not that it matters. Normal stage judging from the damage. Yeah, casters got buffed pretty hard in IS3. If you get both of the books that buff them with items and mind over matter, they murder everything in 2 seconds. Yeah, that's why it's a therapy stream. You don't repeat the traumatic experience during therapy, ideally. The caster's books gives you attack and attack speed for every item you have, and there's two different books to do that. So if you have both, and you have mind over matter, which gives you a million items, they murder everything. And because they give attack and attack speed, that stacks multiplicatively with that book that gives you what was it? That increases the arts damage dealt by casters. Yeah, there's a lot of great casters books. If you get all of them, any caster destroys everything. Mm, I like taking Perfumer because I'm very lazy, and she lets me not deploy my medic properly because of the healing aura. But we'll go with Pure Stream. I'm pretty sure you can find the Steward Soul on CN if you go and check on Billy. It's not that hard. Oh yeah, we don't get rerolls on the shop. IS2. Oh well. E2 Medic. Am I gonna end up getting this? Or... Nah, this is better. We need a pretty big squad. So that's worth taking. So now I kind of feel like I should be avoiding encounters. And we have 3 encounters on the path with 2 fights. We get 2 fights here. The shop is a useless node because I have no money though. So what are my odds of clearing? We only have 1 source of arts damage. We can combine that. If we had an E2 Pinecone, we could clear. EA for more lives. Let's see if we will look out. Okay, let's go die and go play IS3. I'm pretty sure there's no way this clears. Because Pinecone can't kill the heavies. The dude that unchains everyone always goes on the top lane, right? That's where we want Click to go. We can have Click here, pointing down so she can hit both lanes. And enemies went like this, so we can walk here. And then we have Pinecone here to clear Click's lane so she can focus. Something like that. I have no idea where it goes. Does anyone remember? If not, we'll just find out. No, I don't mind just dying and going back to IS3. I mean, if I'm trying to do the fourth ending, if I get this fight, I might as well just reset, so. Can we catch that? Probably should have let it leak. Solid start. I'm kind of surprised I got the stage at all. Usually I go 10 runs without even getting it. Oh wait, this dies because I have no way to kill the defenders on the top. Whoa. Didn't think of that. Oh wait, the fourth ending has other encounters. That's news to me. Mouthpiece is easy for me because 4 stars don't cost a lot of DP anyway, so the debuff from it isn't a big deal. Okay, that's enough of IS2 for this here. Let's go back to IS3. Back to random squads, yay. Not a great sniper. The ones I would like to get are Totter, Ambrio, Pinecone, or Shiryuki. Or Mei, of course. Do I take Roberta and Vigna and then just die? Or Deep Cower and Vigna? The max level of IS3 is 155 until 23 hours later. Well, you say next month, but it's tomorrow. Supporter and Vanguards and a bad sniper. So I'm wondering between Deep Cover and Roberta. Yeah, let's go with Deep Cover. Fuck it. And Vigna because it's the only Vanguard I have that actually does damage. Is the other skill better for hitting past defense? I guess not. There's too many of them. Oh, come on, she's such a useless sniper, she became a defender. You can't suck at hitting enemies from range more than that. Most useless possible blade dance. And we should be fine on the normal one. The tentacles don't go down easy. IS4 should come to global really soon. In about a month or two, I think. Yeah, it's a month or two. I don't know exactly when. If anything, IS4 is easier than IS3 at higher difficulties. The lower difficulty is a bit harder than IS3, but IS3 is negative difficulty at Ascension 0, so that doesn't say much of anything. I don't think it will be all the way in March. Judging from my upload of when I uploaded IS3 and when I uploaded an HE video, they were only a month apart. I know this because I checked it yesterday, by the way, since I was wondering about it myself. No healing, so Gummy is the only real pick. Yeah, Jessica needs some extra levels to DPS Cruz, of course, because Cruz has a better talent. Mutual Aid is a free win, so I guess we're doing that fight, because we don't know what the other one is. No, IS4 has completely different difficulty buffs and debuffs as you go through the levels. It works very differently to IS3. They feel pretty different to play to me. Don't need to think too much about where I play stuff. Oh yeah, I remembered when IS3 came to and I didn't bother playing the IS event at all. I'll actually go play it on rerun. Why is it so hard to play without Texas? You just use Project Red to stun everything, right? Or can she not stun air units? Yeah, we're pretty sad if we get IS4 all the way in March. Since it's probably my favorite event in Arc Knights. Period. Oh, Red can't stun air units. What a bad operator. Oh. Might as well. Wish I had the hope for something else, but such is life. Yay, money. Free win stage. Oh, we should be getting the rerun soon on DV as well. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, I need to do EX8 with 6 operators, the CM. I tried to bait someone on CN to do it for me, but nobody bothered. I spent all the time during the rerun on CN doing the normal mode with 4 operators instead. There's enough block. Nice misses though. Yeah, Deep Cover is going to eat every buff this game. She's like Myrtle. Perfumer's fine. I basically always want Perfumer or Pure Stream. I'm just afraid of debuffs. By the way, PSA, this item is incredibly powerful if you're going for the 4th ending, because the cursed items you get from endings work with this. So it's very, very easy to get a ton of ASPD out of this. This is difficulty 15, yeah, but I'm not trying to do anything in particular. Oh, I hate the IS3 shop so much with the higher prices. Fuck you cannot. This is super worth, because I always need Jaya, so we'll get that too. And the forced pick. I would try to wood him, but he would just kill me. I don't care. I won't be using Gummy later in the run anyway. Upper lane, so if we decide to use the key, we do the normal fight first. Do we get the knight and then throw him in the beam? I wonder if this counts as a cursed collectible. It really shouldn't, because it doesn't really hurt you in any way. It's actually a buff, but I don't know how it's coded. Let's go and check. Anything difficulty 15 with 4 stars takes a ton of RNG. Though it's probably easier than before, because we have this item now, and it's incredibly stupid and can carry anything. Yep, more buffs for specialists. Yay! Now if I only actually get a specialist, I'll be set for life. Jaya will have 2000 attack. Yeah, it makes sense for this item to not give you attack speed, because it isn't a debuff at all. It actually gives you +1 deploy. But I wanted to check anyway. I don't trust AG's coding. I don't think she can... Nah, never mind. She has the buff. So we want to get rid of this guy first. Stay there, please. And even more healing. Hopefully she doesn't one-shot herself. Ah, well. The knight can't do as well as Shao, because the knight can only push one at a time. Shao can push multiples at once. Yeah, Survivor contract is ridiculously broken. There's no reason to ever use anything else if you just want to win. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother playing the event. At least not this year. Maybe next year. The archer from the Bond Woman event, I don't know. The archer here targets the operator with the least defense. That could be a tentacle if it has zero defense, I guess. Survivor contract is an item. The broken blade dance that gives you 20% attack per fight. It's why Vigna has 1100 attack right now. I used to like the dice squad more. In fact, I still like it more. But there's no reason to ever not use this from a tactical perspective. Yeah, you just start with this and it's the most broken item in the game. You can get it to 15 and 20 stacks and then the operator that gets it one-shots everything. Which is why it's so easy to do sows now with the update. You just start with this item and anything can sow. Fuck. Not enough hope for Jaya. That's tragic. Yep, that's an easy one. Actually, I don't want this. I don't need to rely on the blade dance actually. Bring everyone. Yeah, they added a buff to every skill tree. It's like two buffs that barely matter and then the most broken item in the game. Vigna is about to die to a wave. Actually, I can probably absorb it with click. Oh, they had enough range to hit Perfumer. That's nice. Didn't know this tile was a viable option. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the dog kills the knight. I don't really want the knight anyway. But I can safely kill him in the 4th stage anyway. So I don't have any reason to go out of my way to kill him early. Ethan is a very important pick as well now. E2 Vigna first. I need the damage and DP isn't that important in IS3. I'm 100% sure I can't do the 4th ending. Fuck it, might as well. I kind of like both, and I can't benefit from either right now. So this makes Ethan into a god. Let's go with that. Now I'm actually wondering if I should pick Ethan before Jaya. Was that the extra long path? So there's no keys, right? We would be able to see them even if we can't see the node themselves. Hopefully we get the... Kind of willing to give up the lives for that, honestly. Okay, we'll go for the wish note, because it will give us an extra item. Oh, extra item pick. Not useful to me. This isn't a consistent item, even though it's good. So I'm kind of debating just getting this. We're kind of relying on a bunch of range damage. Hmm. Yeah, let's go with this. This is worth exchanging. I guess I'll get rid of this, because every other item is actually good. Oh damn, Jessica will carry. Are there any fights on this floor? Give up more lives. I mean, if we've already started. And now we'll die to a whack of AoE on this stage. Good run, guys. I kind of need this for the walk, right? Hopefully Jessica gets the blade dance and I just win by default. The RNG is good to me. Yeah, there's two different relics that increase the light you get after a fight, aside from the one you get from the ending. Perfumer first is probably a good idea. Night side has less block, I guess. Shoot the truck. This stage is such a pain in the ass. Okay, we don't want to stow this one. We want to stow the next one with these things, so he comes later. Maybe it won't matter though. I guess we'll see. Stay up there, please. Annoying asshole. Okay, we had so many great items we can actually not die to this stage. That's a rare occurrence when I play 4 stars. Though I might have still died if I didn't get the blade dance on Jessica. It's a garbage stage because it's on floor 3. This should be a floor 4 or 5 stage. Just how the spread should be floor 4 or 3 stage. Probably 3. E2 deep cover. Might as well, though the tentacles are pretty useless. Okay, so I hate this stage because it's fucking boring, but the other two might kill me. So I feel I want to take this stage anyway. I'm not sure if the spread is too hard for floor 3. I guess if you have very few operators, but then again you need like 3 operators to clear it. Or 4 if you don't have anything that's actually good. I'd say floor 3 is the right place for the spread. The duck is a terrorist, yeah. The bear is much worse though. At least you can hit the duck and it fucks off. The bear just walks in there and wastes your time. Yeah, what I said. Bear is the worst. Luckily for me, I'm not doing an ending 2 attempt, so if a bear shows up, it's just a convenient way to get rid of the knight. But the bear is almost always a free kill later on in the run. Especially with 4 stars, because I always have Ethan. And he just keeps it in place forever. Dear god, this stage is so boring. I hate it so much. It's the toilet break stage of IS3. The dog is by far the best thing you can get. It's always easy to kill. Yeah, both or whatever. Less DP. This isn't whatever though. May or Totter. Pinecone is also an option, but Pinecone would require pressing more buttons. I'm leaning towards Totter because he can cheese bosses well. Yeah, we don't need to rely on the blade dance. Vermeo is only worth it if enemies have very low defense. On later stages and chapters and whatnot, they never have low defense, so never worth it. Oh, I forgot to put Totter in the squad. Shit. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to use him. Perfumer has the... That's a bad place for the tentacle. It should be up here. Okay, we can move it in time before the spike thrower hits it. It's because I don't want to waste Deep Cower's damage. I'm pretty sure she kills the caster on her own. Eventually. The last time I used Vermeo for something was in... Remember that map that had the throwers that bleed? Yeah, it was that map. It was a long time ago. Mm. Deep Cover is really good on this stage. Distracting the spike balls away frees up your DPS to hit the actual units. I honestly don't even care about the knight second encounter. I don't need it. If I'm going to kill him, I can do it with arts damage. So I don't even bother looking for it. Oh my god. Ranged operators is better. They both suck because the only thing that does scary elemental damage is the boss. And you're always going to get debuffed from it. So many snipers. Very nice. Uh, Now the only question is if I want to just take Totter and Jessica and nothing else. Because a lot of these operators aren't going to be helpful. But the boss pathing might fuck me. Because if the boss goes like this, I can just spawn Q it. But if it goes like this, it becomes a pain. Screw it. I don't want to think about it. Which floor 3 is the hardest for 4 stars? The one with chapter 10 enemies that I fought against earlier. That's also by far the hardest stage for everyone, I think. The one with crabs, that's the nest. No, that one's not too bad. It's also my favorite stage on floor 3. Though I admit it's pretty hard. I enjoy playing it. Better buffing. Oh, the dog fucked me. Yay for Totter and targeting high weight. So efficient. Oh, because the tentacle died first, it didn't leave a spike ball? Or did something just shoot it instantly? Yeah, I guess Jessica just killed it in a half a second. Stay there, please. Just to confirm. Oh, apparently the bow disappears, yeah. The bow disappears if the target is retreated. Good to know. I've never noticed that before. Hunting ground is on floor 4. That's the nest of floor 4. The nest is hard too, but it's actually fun to play, unlike the chapter 10 stage. If you have a bunch of operators and the right tools, you can deal with it. The Sanguine Arc is just a straight DPS and item check. I'm not sure floor 4 has hard stages. Relatively to the power I get in runs, I think floor 4 is always the easiest. Oh my god, I actually get to use specialists this game. So, Jaya or Ethan first? Mm, what do I need more? Ethan's kind of weak at T1, while Jaya works fine at T1. Jaya is more single target, while Ethan can stun walk a whole group of enemies. Mm, Totter kind of fucks over single target, so we'll get Ethan first. Oh, we have the Atwin book. This is the best item in IS3. It's so stupid. It's also the second time I've seen it. It never drops. Do I wanna bother with emergency dispatch? So I can E2 Ethan? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Don't care about the debuffs. Okay, we have a Vanguard, Sniper, Supporter, Defender, Caster. I guess Specialist is the only thing we're missing. Oh, and Guard. I've seen Old Fan once in IS2 and twice in IS3. This time right now being the second. It pretty much never drops, yeah. I might leak this guy. I forgot to actually put something down to kill him. Well, that's what dice are for. Tentacle bait for the rat. I think Click will do well there. And will retreat Vigna if she needs to finish off. I shouldn't have retreated Click. Oops. I actually like the dice quote upgrade. I think it's the best designed one. In that it makes sense what it does, it buffs the power for what you would use it anyway. The mind over matter one is just bullshit. I've gotten the read outer map every single fight. Every single time I've gotten on that floor. Oh yeah, PPLTN. You asked about the caster books. This is why they're overpowered now. There's another book that has the same effect, but lesser. Yeah, we're definitely going for the shop. The FC map, the one that has the ghost things on it. That's what they mean by the readouter. The fuck is that dog? I'm not going to find out. Go away, dog. Oh, it set things on fire. Very interesting. I won't be able to kill the boss. That's a pity. Bye bye, deep cover. If you're wondering what's happening, it's because of the blade dance. Ah, that item is so stupid. I love it. Oh, damn. He actually managed to kill Perfumer. What a beast. Yeah, okay. We're leaking through the rest. Or maybe not. Can I stall the guys because of the SP buff? Yeah, but I don't have anything to kill them with now. Okay, let's see if we can kill one of them. Yay! Close enough. This stage is a pain in the ass. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough some SP buffing item to get Vigna to start hitting. Mm, this is probably better than the DP, honestly. Can get the Myrtle later. Wow, this is damage for the operators that are actually carrying me. But this makes stages brain dead. Ah, both are great. Let's flip a coin. Tails, so we get this. This is going to be useful later for the boss. This is probably pretty fun if you have the dice quote. This is entirely too expensive, and I can't throw the shop because we're going to loot another shop later. We finally get our guard buff though. The nuclear option first. Might as well. And why not? A reroll. See if we can get the book any cheaper. Everything here is useless. Moving on. No, there's no item I want to get rid of. So getting another item makes more sense. This is the most useless item in the game. Why the fuck is this in IS3? There's like 2 Sarkaz enemies in the whole roguelike. What awful item options. More healing. This is useless. I think this makes more sense. I was hoping to roll a one on both of those rows, by the way, so I get a different item. EA for Eton, EA for the shop. -1 bok. Yeah, I love having 0 light. Buff. I mean, it's not good, but I'm going to loot the next shop, so I might as well buy out everything here. This isn't worth it. I won't use any of those. Cheaper Eton. And extra shield on deploy. Pretty good stuff. It's not worth it. I'll loot a different shop later. I could get 16 ingots and get this as well. Because I do need the squad limit. Yeah, screw it. Let's waste the keys. I'm not going into Wonder Wand because I'll probably get the Gravestone fight and die. I think it makes sense to quit out if you don't get the second encounter, but it also depends on what kind of debuff you get. If you get the minus 50% attack debuff, I just reset. Fateful Zootopia was arranged fuckers. There might be a collectible in IS4 that gives more shields. I don't remember one though. I have to translate the names and sometimes I get lazy with copy pasting and translate. Oh, I thought it's the other different stage. Okay, so I'm kind of curious if Cutter can get away with it, or if she'll die first. Yay, she got away with it. Good job, Cutter. The dodge books are a really stupid item, by the way. For some reason, I always feel like these enemies should have a splash attack, and they never do. Like, I'm always expecting them to hit 4 adjacent tiles, and it just doesn't happen. So, weird experience. Doesn't matter. We don't need Jessica. How much does Cutter hit for? About 20,000. I need to click after so long. Yes, extremely useful. I don't have the spaghetti. I only have Popeyes. Somewhere in here. 13 stacks on the book is pretty pathetic. But it's still what? 260% attack. So which stage do you guys think is harder here? The emergency or the normal one? It's such a hard choice, right? What do you mean medicine sticks makes Piper's Cove so free? When is Piper's Cove not free? Like you can just throw bodies instead of in front of the one DPS you have to eat the shots. It's a joke stage. My therapy for civilians falling in holes is not playing that event. But H12-3 wasn't any better. I regret everything. Can he damage them? Very nice. Luckily for me, I never did the post out, other than back in CN, which just involved me going out for lunch. Oh, so there's a different variant on the fourth ending one. I haven't seen it, no. So few specialist tickets. I finally have Jai in my squad. Okay, I might need to take the fight somewhat seriously. Mm, I should be fine. Perfumer is to do.
Let's move. Time waits for nobody. I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
Okay, more fragile things first. We won't need
Won't be any use.
wrong operator. I will definitely 100% die to the fourth ending boss, by the way. Whoa, these things do so much damage. I'll stick Gummy in here. Don't think she's at much risk of dying.
Stop moving. Won't be any use.
Yeah, I agree. Cobalt. Ending 4 is by far the hardest stage in IS3. I don't think I can actually beat it with this squad, because I won't be able to hold the lanes. I'll see what I get in the shops. If I get my hands on a pinecone, I have a shot. But considering that I'm barely going to kill this thing, by which I mean I'll just die to this boss now. Because I didn't have a stun ready, because Click died. Okay, what's my best bet on actually getting a stun on this boss? So, it's going to whoop twice, and then start coming out from here. Or they want to place click so I can actually stun it. But I also need to not leak this fox here. I guess I want it all the way back here. Because if I put it here, it will just die to the boss in a second. Okay, so we have to go with the top lane for now. Because that's the only part of the map we have some control over.
Stop moving.
And we need some distraction for the boss. so it stays still, hopefully. No luck there. Okay, so how many stingrays do we have to leak through? 3 stingrays, so I won't die from them at least. This is what happens when I don't pick Mei. Oh, I might be able to kill the other one. Never mind. Oh, double lives. How nasty. By the way, the only time I actually beat the fourth ending, I had the double lives lost on each stage. Uh, that's why I take Mei instead of other snipers when I'm in a more tryhard mood. Oh, I've never beaten that emergency before. The hell does that do? Well, but I didn't have a great squad, so I would have just died to the fourth ending. The fourth ending is particularly annoying for 4 stars because the squad I need to build to deal with the normal stages is very different from the squad I need to build to actually beat the fourth ending. For example, Pinecone isn't a particularly useful operator on most of the IS-4 and the IS-3 stages, but she's basically mandatory for the ending to deal with the jellyfish. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more on ending 4 here, and then I'll stop streaming for today and go have breakfast or something. Oh my lord, this is a horrible start. I think I'd rather just take a 3 star than Chestnut. So Durnar is necessary because it's gonna be the only damage I have. Oh, this is such a horrible start. Screw it, I'm just gonna reset on this. Oh, and then we get double encounters on the first floor, so we won't have any power on. Nah, this isn't playable. I'm resetting. Ansel has more attack than Chestnut, and that's the only thing that matters as far as I'm concerned. Adds to Waffle. I'm not playing it. Yeah, can get the ending 4 on IS2 and then die on the second floor. Worst item again. Okay, this seems decent. I forgot what the other ticket was. It was a medic, right? Yeah, I'd say Chestnut is pretty close to my least favorite 4 star. I don't think I ever find a use for him. I don't think I can hold the chest. No, actually, it's fine. Never mind. Earth Spirit is the 4 with the best personality. Verdant doesn't count. He's not a real operator, he's an illusion. I have used Chestnut, yeah, on one of those SN videos where the debuff was a stun. I think I also used him in chapter 10 on 1016. I might have to go and fix that. He his use is always very questionable. Okay, I got one record with Verdant, so I'm not obligated to use him again. He can just stay in the box forever now. And that's the only place where Frostleaf is useful. Actually, that's a lie. She's a great factory operator. 30% XP. I just like Indigo more. Or maybe I want Pudding for AoE. But this actually kills ducks. Caper is really strong. The archetype itself is really powerful. I think this can handle any emergency, so we'll give it a try. Yeah, we should be fine. We'll just have Indigo kill that at the start, and we'll have the rest of the squad deployed after. Oh, we can even have Cutter here. Hit with this once. I should have used this one. I don't want to pull the caster from there, of course. Ideally, when the boxers come, we'd pull them into rope, but the crocodile at least is a bit too fat. We'll see if we get some better luck with the boxers. Because rope has much higher defense than cutter. What's Morgan, the new event boss? Oh, the bond thing? Yeah, we got to use the hope. Add to win item. Do we spend our money on this because it's overpowered? Probably a good idea. And I'll just spend some money. I want to avoid that encounter because there's no way I'm doing the forfending with that. I don't think the defense ignore is that great of an item in the first place. Because all sword masters have some massive attack damage skill that lets them hit past defense anyway. This is a truly horrible setup. I have to actually time things. Actually, I don't need Indigo here. Cutter should be able to sow. No, doesn't matter. No fat casters. I think I've never actually done EX8. I didn't do it on CN, I think. Will deep cover in any way help me not die to the fourth ending when I get an encounter with it? We do have rope as a second blocker. I think Pudenku's a bit better. But then again, I'll just die because I can't heal both lanes with Susuru. First world problems. Still better than a new one deep cover. Oh, I can waste money to not get an item. My favorite encounter. Okay, I'll skip it now because I'll 100% die. If I had a need to cutter, I'd try it. The only downtime I want, recreation I want to see is on the 5th floor, and it should be the rat. If it's not that one, I'm not interested. Nah, the rat downtime is super broken. What are you talking about? Even if you don't have 40 hope, because you're playing with 4 stars, it's still pretty strong. To convert any unnecessary hope into power. It's on hard difficulty. Normal is really boring for me. The rat lets you trade 2 hope for either an item, ingot, or lives at random. You can do that over and over until you run out of hope. Okay, now we can do the fourth ending, but now we're not going to get any encounters. 2 encounters at most is what we get. This was the Bob stage, right? Yeah. This one is less annoying. Do we have anything else? Considering how many items the rat has, I'm really not interested in fighting him. He'll be like the scavenger from Risk of Rain. You just spawn on the stage and he fires 50,000 missiles at you. Oh, a lot of damage. Imagine IS with elite enemies like Risk of Rain. Jaya tries to 1v1 something. It's a green elite and it turns off all of his healing. Kind of want to play that right now. Or at least Risk of Rain. I know what I'm doing later today. Bye, Pudenko.
It'd be a waste to leave all that good stuff here. The enemy doesn't need it anyway, right?
Jaya is the better pick. But fuck it, Rob's been doing a good job. Let's see to her. Endlessly scaling IS3 with the 15% per stage. Yeah, that would really be like you're playing Risk of Rain. They would need to add more items for that to work. But if you can stack items, you get spinach 3 times and then you one-shot everything forever. So I think you're fine. Oops. If you could knock down the pure at some point, that would be appreciated. Why is it going up? I thought it would just leak. What an asshole. Well, convenient for me, I guess. Because I needed to redeploy Pudenko anyway. Well, we have a protection life, so leaking wouldn't matter, right? Oops. Not playing in full screen is so annoying. Keep clicking out of screen. Let's get Jaya. About time. He's not really that important in IS2 though. He carries IS3 way harder. Naturally, now that we have a squad that can actually kill the encounter, we're not getting the encounter. Ah, the ending for experience. Why am I pointing Cutter up? I've forgotten how this stage works. Cutter should be to the side, so she can hit 2 lanes. Oh well. should be fine.
Is this a good spot?
I'll kind of try to redeploy Cutter though. That spot sucks.
It only does. どこにああいう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。It only. どこに皆さんの援護は任せてください。逃げたいなら道を照らしましょう。私の役目は刀を振るうことだけ。出遅れたな。So, what kind of good stuff will our enemies be carrying today?
What's Helter Skelter?
わかった。振り返るな。
You're gonna need to help me out here.
たくさん見てきましたから。
やってみましょう。
海面夜明けなら出遅れたな。
鱗取り。どうしやすか。
皆さん、感染源と思われるものには絶対に触らないようにしてくださいね。こういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。振り返る。
Pretty sure I've cleared that already. I'll go check in a second.
振り返るな。どこに皆さんの援護は任せてください。いくらで私の目を見て。
Remind me when the run ends and I'll go and have a look.
大将、これで終わりですかね。
Sniper. Oh, those supporters are better. In IS2. Kind of annoying to do it on E1 Jaya, but we have a medic. The metastatic buff is really broken. If it didn't reduce the attack by so much, it would be fine. Okay, we got a good version. We'll retreat later. This covers the most tiles. Okay, pretty sure E2 Jaya doesn't win this fight.
やってみましょう。
I mean E1 Jaya. Even with Susuru's buff, but let's see.
水洗い。
Yeah, no healing. Needed a bit of extra attack.
どうしやすか。
That's fine. If he can start cleaning out some of the swords on top, that would be convenient though. Or do they spawn after the boss gets there? Stay still for a bit. Don't care about the DP much. Okay, so the art swords on top are my biggest problem right now. On the stage with the strikers, you want to abuse the red tile. They have extra health compared to normal. Okay, I should be fine. Just in case. Why am I slowing him? Am I stupid? Just walk into Indigo range and die, please. The turrets aren't a big problem because of the tiles you want to use anyway. You can have a melee operator block the turret shot for the thing on the red tile. And then you can have the medic behind the red tile itself. So the turrets don't hurt too much. If you have a medic that can actually reach the red tile. If you're using an AoE medic, then fuck you. Both of these are crap. I guess the other one's better. But I want Jaya to do more damage. This was a floor 4 stage. Well, anything is better than this one, so... I barely remember how this stage works, but this one is probably better. Relic or Jaya E2? Probably Relic, because you can get Jaya E2 later from a different recruit. No, I seriously don't remember how this stage works. I know there's some enemies that need silence there, but other than that... And maybe there were defenders coming from here later? These guys can be silenced, right? Oh, I guess we'll keep Pudenko there in case we need her. Though if they don't spawn fast enough to stack up, it really doesn't matter. Why do you miss IS2? Just go play it, dude. It's open. Case in point. Oh, I guess it has swords here. I was wondering what did damage. I guess this stuff is really strong with Susuru. If there's an enemy that can damage the operator fast enough. So many specialists. Kind of dangerous. And the encounters aren't that terrible. Let's dodge that one. This one was the free win stage, right? Yeah, and we don't want to do the other one because it might force us into an emergency or something. S1, yeah.
戦場は墓場よ。わかった。私の目を見て。
The spawn camp stage.
医者ならここに。ここだよ。
I wonder if I can kill the casters with just Susuru healing from the staff. I kind of doubt it, but I'll give it a try. The misclicks. These guys go back, I think.
力を蓄えています。 私ならここに。 私ならここに。
Okay, let's go.
しっかり聞いて。
Nope, that does negative damage.
いくらで私の目を見て。
No hope for it to kill anything.
質問させてもらうのだ。はいはい。夜明けまで守りに行きます。
Yeah, this stage takes 2 minutes when it should take 30 seconds. It's a really weird stage. Honestly feels like an IS3 stage. They all have weird timings like this.
いくらでも待つよ。
I think Pudenko catches them around here. Rope will also be back in time. It works with Jaya, which is much better than passive healing.
どこに行けばいい？ああいう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
It kind of looks like Piper's Call too, a little bit.
完璧な勝利を得ることは美しいお花を咲かせることと同じように大変なお仕事ですね。
How many specialist tickets can I get in one game? That's barely useful this late in the game. If I had it earlier, I'd take it. We can't wood shops, so I guess I want the fight. But we can get a chalice or something. Nostradamus. Useless item. Oh, no way. I actually got this on the 5th stage. I never get this on the 5th stage when I have cups. More hope. Oh yeah, do we have a rat? We do have a rat. Hmm. Which one was this? Oh, the one with the bears. Okay. We have Ethan for AoE. Damn, this squad is so small. We have Jaya to cheese everything. Indigo to kill the boss. I wouldn't say I have perfect RNG, since the squad itself is fairly weak. And I might struggle with the ending a bit because of it. But the Obsessed should carry. I'm more comfortable having around 11 operators or so.
十分に準備して。 Is this a good spot?
Also, absolutely no DP kind of sucks. We just need to deploy our other shit and Jaya just shuts down the bears completely. We just don't want to use Jaya until we have everything else deployed. So we'll survive by using other operators until then. Then again, the bears are made of paper. so I'm probably using more brain cells that are needed.
怪我人はいない。
Well, I'm a Zerg player, so you can't really call that a Zerg rush in ZVZ. It's more like the standard opening.
現場操作なのだ。純心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。いくらでも声を出すわ。わかった、遅れたな。どうしたの？一度しか警告しない。振り返るな。ここだこ、いざもっとやれ。
やってみましょう。水洗い。
And now the Rio MVP. No more spawns. Ethan has like an 84% chance to bind on skill. It's... You might as well just expect him to bind every hit. That's usually what happens. His model really broke him. And there's our Vanguard. Just the item we needed. Obviously we're taking the guard. What do we want? So our biggest problem is the boss itself, I guess. So some range damage. Haven't used Utage in a while. Let's get her. And do we see a rat? Nope, scam. Should have gone the other route. And nothing really worth getting here. Maybe this for an E2 May. Yeah, this is a good idea. Nah, I've been spamming quartz enough. Dangers abound. Oh, it's this stage. Eaten cheeses. Let's go. E2, medic, check. S1. S2 is better here. Brawlers are only useful for dodge bullshit with 4 stars, so no matter what their modules give, I don't care. Yeah, this stage is really brainless. The deploy limit is probably what's going to hurt me the most. Never mind. I can deploy all the relevant stuff. Bog trees for cowards. Just DPS everything. I guess I can use rope to cheese Wraiths if they manage to walk out of Ethan's range. Not that there's much risk of that. And that's one of those 2 enemies. Ethan is such a big cheese for unblockable enemies. They usually move kind of slowly anyway, to compensate for being unblockable. I think it was the event after Aegis, if I'm not wrong. That's when I remember seeing it first, at least. Yeah, the CN has multiple autos. You can start 6 autos at once, and they all run in one after the other. It's awesome. I no longer have to use a macro.
私の目を見て。どうしたの？バカリーズ。なのだ。
You mean the caper event?
道を照らしましょう。いくらでも声を出すわ。
We need the base to be out of beta before it gets an ATU, but the game will reach end of service before that point. E2 tage. Biting code was, yeah, free win stage. S1. I'm sad I don't have Umbrio. By the way, I actually hate Digen's kit a lot.
準備はいいですか？
I
作戦開始後も。
think she has one of the most boring kits among 6 stars. It's a very one-dimensional, do a lot of damage with nothing else in it. Also, everything is yellow. Ugly ass cover. No, he's S2. Guess he can stay He's with S1 instead of S2. By the way, have you guys ever seen what happens if you have Cutter S1 and when you're playing guy S3 you get the auto skill activation buff? You have to visit the doctor to check your ears afterwards. I was hoping to subject you all to it, but unfortunately I never got the confusion debuff. I'll try to let you imagine it once Cutter's lane is free of mobs. Okay, so if you cast Cutter's skill and there's no target in range, she just casts it, says the line, and then the skill is ready again in about 0.1 seconds. Now, if you have something that's auto casting the skill and in times it's off cooldown, she makes a lot of noise. Kind of like that, but faster. It's the most annoying sound in the game. I think I have a video of it somewhere. I'll probably upload it later. It's not a bug, it's just how the skill works. When you cast it, it looks for targets in range and then throws knives at them. If it doesn't find any targets, it just refunds the cost. I don't need DP. Defender might be a good idea, but that's boring. Yeah, it is working as intended. It's just annoying. Well, screw it. Shoot all the casters. Probably need to add Indigo there. Not like she has anything much better to do. Yeah, concentration disorder should be a blue buff.
Perfect timing. 海面がこの敵たちのどれも波の私が何とかします。
Okay, so the boss is never going to move past this point.
分かった。分かった。声を出すな。
やってみましょう。綿落とし。
Nice dodges, Ethan.
私が何とかします。
Let's dump some damage.
その泣き顔結構可愛いじゃない。ロス。
Hmm.
A bit late, not a big problem. どうしたのだ？事件なのだ？分かった。私の目を見て。はい。私が何とかします。
Hmm. Pretty sure I'm dead, because I don't have anything that can kill the defenders from here. I guess I'll stop them with Ethan forever. Prevent as many other leaks as possible. Hmm.
Perfect timing.
やってみましょう。
Oh, I missed one. Unfortunate.
水洗い。
Doctor, I'm in position.
Has to be here to start killing the bubbles. And from this tile. We'll let that caster through. Pretty sure I just leak Phantom now. Wait a bit more. Yeah, I can block him. Not enough DP. Keep him in place for a bit. If I block him, he'll just go straight in though. Okay. I guess we'll trust in Utage. Where did he go? Ah. He won't die in time. Yeah, GG. The squad was too small for my tastes. Okay. Somebody asked me if I had the Helter Skelter thing. Is that an IS2 or IS3? Yeah, apparently I've done it. I don't remember it being particularly hard. Okay, that's enough streaming for today. I'll go and have breakfast. I'll stream some more next year. Bye bye.